Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and we have sketchbook chat today for you guys, and I just want to tell you that this is a kind of continuation of two previous videos that I've done that I haven't posted yet, which is weird, but yeah, 600 plus things. And oh no, I did post this one, Sketchbook Slam. If you want to go and check that out, then it will be in the description or something below. Please remember, Amanda, to post that later, thank you. So let's go on to the facts well, not the facts, the advice or whatever of this topic, which is finding motivation to draw. Now, first of all, motivation and inspiration are separate things, but in my experience you can link them to help each other. So yeah, a lot of people kind of talk about them as the same thing, but they are separate things. So if you want me to talk more about inspiration on its own, then give this video a thumbs up and I will do that. But yeah, finding things that inspire you might be the only source of motivation that you need. So you might be really motivated, really inspired, but not motivated, or you might be motivated but not inspired. So they kind of go hand in hand in certain ways, but they are different. So I will make another video about that. I think I've talked about inspiration and motivation in some of my videos, but I've not made a full video of like a lot of advice about the same topic. So if you watch all of my sketchbook chat videos and stuff, you'll probably have heard me talking about it before. But trust me, I have some really good advice in this kind of video right now. So I guess that tip number one, or advice part number one, would be that for me, I keep one thing in mind when I'm not motivated to draw, and that is my goals, or what I want. I want to get better at art, so I need to draw to do this. Sometimes that's enough for me to get motivated to actually draw, and sometimes it's not. I draw every day, so I always feel motivated to draw. In fact, I have a little like mood tracker, and my top mood, instead of being like ecstatic, is motivated. Because if I'm motivated, then that is the best feeling in the world, because I'm not a motivated person in real life. I'm not motivated to do anything apart from draw. Like, this is the only thing that I am actually motivated to do. So yeah, but this is how I stay motivated. So tip number two would be to schedule time to draw. Tell yourself that you have a task and it needs to be done. So it can be a couple of days out of the week. It doesn't have to be every single day, but make it a certain time, and make sure that you are not worried about any other tasks. So tick off all your other tasks and then sit down to draw. This particularly helps planner or journal enthusiasts, because ticking off or marking those finished tasks off gives you like a lot of satisfaction. If you are a planner or a bullet journaler, you will know that it does really motivate you to keep doing your tasks. So writing it down in a little planner, or just keeping it in the back of your mind, might help just to schedule time out of your day to draw. Another way to keep motivated would be to start drawing when you have little time to yourself. Like, it doesn't have to be a big amount of time, it can be like 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever. But start drawing even if you don't feel like drawing, and the act of it might help motivate you while you're doing it. So you could just start doodling or not even thinking about it and just drawing, and then whatever you draw or whatever comes out of your brain might spark the motivation. Another way is to look through old drawings and then take in your process, or your progress. Sorry, your progress. If you draw regularly on a normal day, then your previous sketchbooks and artwork will be filled with progress, which can help spark the motivation, because you can see how far you've came and how far you could come if you keep going. So another thing is on the side, just to redraw some of your old work. So you could say, oh, I like that drawing, but it could be better. Let me redraw it in my style now. Trying something new might also help. You might not like the medium that you're trying to work in, or you've gone off it a little, which is stopping you from drawing. So if you try and pick up a new medium, I know you don't have to go out and buy a whole new set of pencils or a whole new set of like gouache or whatever, but trying new things might definitely help to get the motivation sparking again. Changing up your style helps too, so trying different styles and studying other people's styles, or coming up with your own style might help. Coming up with your own style is a whole different topic that I might talk about later, but yeah, you just need to kind of branch out a little bit to stop it from getting dry or stale. Setting goals and rewarding yourself will be a really good thing to do, and I have actually made a separate video about that. I'll link in the description below, but basically setting goals and achieving those goals and then rewarding yourself once you achieve those goals can help motivate you to keep on going as well. So I will link a video because that is a whole different topic. Another thing is to find a space that is free of distraction from real life. Complete all your schoolwork, complete all your work at home tasks and cleaning and taking care of the family and all that stuff, and then you won't feel bad about sitting down to draw. Find a comfortable place to draw. It could be the couch, bed or desk, whatever helps you. Change your environment to suit your needs as well. So if you like to work in a clean space, then clean your space. If you like to work in a messy space, then throw things around. I don't know, but just make it so that you are not worrying about or stressing about things or feeling guilty. A lot of the times when I don't want to draw, it's because I feel guilty. I look at the mess around me and I'm like, I need to tidy this place. So that stops me from drawing. Then you could put a long YouTube video on of somebody making art or a movie that you have seen before or really like, and then draw along with the people on the YouTube, or draw along with the movie and draw the characters from the movie as you see them. It's another form of like life drawing, but you're not outside, you're looking at TV. Another thing you can do is brainstorming. You can do this with words or sketches, but with words may help to get your juices flowing if you can't be bothered to draw. Think of a topic you want to dabble in, for example landscapes, and this is just a very generic very generic idea. Write it down and then write some stuff that relates to it. So you could write down sky, clouds, and then a lot of other stuff that relates to the sky, like darkness, stars, blah 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 blah. And then you could write what's in relation to the sky is grass. So then you could write a lot of things about grass, tufts, or flowers. And then you could go on to say that grass is land. So then what does land remind you of? Farms, or I don't know, other stuff, crops, whatever. And then you could go on to say, okay, farms, cows, milk, dairy, cheese, yellow, you know what I mean? Like just all of these different branches of things that will help spark your imagination and help you choose what you want to draw next. If you have a friend that likes to draw, you can talk to them on the phone or on Skype if you're online, or meet up with them and draw with them. It helps to be social and draw at the same time, because then you don't feel guilty about missing on the socialness of your life. Another thing is try a 30-day challenge, a week challenge, or whatever kind of challenge that can help motivate you to draw, because it's a challenge, and finishing a challenge is rewarding in the yay I did it sense, but it could also you could also tell yourself, if you finish this, you can buy yourself a new art supply or sketchbook or fancy coffee and treat. So again, that falls in with the rewarding yourself category. Invest in a better supply. You might be annoyed about the quality in which you are using your supplies for, so it might in turn stop you from drawing if you're not happy with the supplies that you are using. And then another thing would be to try to think of a theme. Draw a certain amount of drawings that relate to that theme. For example, earth, water, animals or fire. You can say, right, I'm going to draw 10 drawings of stuff to do with earth, and then that might get your juices flowing as well, and then you've got yourself a project to work towards. By the way, I have a few challenges on my blog that I will link in the description below as well to help you go in. Another thing could be to share your art with people, family, friends, online people that are supportive of your art. So if you know people like your art, then post it on social media, show it to your friends or family, and that will be a really good way to get you motivated, because people will give you good feedback, and then you'll be like, right, I really, really love to get good feedback, so that'll motivate you to draw more and show more of your work. Taking a break. Now, that might sound stupid, but taking a break is really important. If you've tried all of this stuff and you still don't feel like drawing, then it's okay to stop and busy your mind with other things, which in turn can motivate you as well. If you decide to watch a movie, then the cool graphics could inspire you to draw, or the characters can inspire you to draw. If you go for a walk, then the beautiful nature or people walking around, or buildings or architecture, whatever, might spark your motivation to draw. Or spending time with family. There was one time where I wasn't really happy about my work and drawing and stuff, and I decided to go and visit my parents, and not that particular day of spending time with them made me want to draw, but I remembered something that my mum used to do all the time, so I drew a comic, and I'll put it up here if I can find it, but it was the silliest comic. I didn't even draw it properly. I just like drew two characters and then copied and pasted them into different panels, because I'm not really good at comics. So but that helped motivate me to draw and to get back on it, so that was really fun. And so you can create silly comics of what you do with your family, or somebody, I'll put the name up here, she does comics of her family, but they're not like full-on comics, they're just like a drawing or an illustration of something that happened that day that was funny or that she wanted to remember. So she changed her son's dirty nappy and it was like really disgusting, so she drew a drawing of that. You can do things like that, and that might help you motivate to draw as well. And the last advice that I have, which honestly should have been one of the first, is to take a sketchbook everywhere with you, even when you're not drawing or you're not motivated to draw. Motivation or inspiration can strike at any time, and if you don't act on it straight away, the feeling might fade and then you're back to square one. So you might think, oh, I'm motivated to draw, but I don't have my sketchbook, so oh well. And then you go back home and then you're like, right, I want to draw now, and then you look at the page and you're like, I'm not motivated anymore. So it's a good idea to take a sketchbook wherever you go, so that you can do that and get it done. So I meant this video only to be 10 minutes, but unfortunately, even though I was talking quite fast, I did not manage to do that. So that is all of the tips for finding motivation to draw. If you have any tips that are different to these or that you agree with, then share them in the comments below. Tell me any other topics that you might want to hear about, and I think that is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for your support. Remember to turn the notification bell on as well, so that you get notified of all the videos that I post. I post Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday and Sunday at 6 PM UK time, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.